Now these pistons are not blueprinted. Blueprinted means to the exact specs of the designer's plans. These are probably out by 10%, and the reason is because everything is mass produced and everything can't fit perfectly, so they allow a leeway. Blueprinting is basically taking the piston and taking that 10% off and making it like what the designers wanted to do. Now if we look at the back here, this piston right here has been cut down so it will not hit the crankshaft, because the crankshaft shaft is 52.5 millimeters and it's very big, so it pulls the piston down very close to it. So these bottom areas have got to be taken down, but they can't be taken down. This is the exhaust side right here. They can't be taken down so far as to ever uncover this port as it's traveling in its up and down arc. The other thing is, if you feel the edges right here, they're very sharp. What you want to do is take some sandpaper and smooth these edges inward. What you want to do is basically you want to smooth these edges right here, because what that allows the piston to do is pick up oil and throw it onto the cylinder walls between the piston and the cylinder, which will give you better lubrication. You want to get rid of all rough spots, and like I said, you want to take a little file or some sandpaper and get them very, very smooth. That's just one of the things. The next thing that you want to do is, on these aftermarket pistons, on these wrist pins, these are called wrist pins, the outsides of them are, a lot of them are rough. Now these have been used by me, so they've been fixed. But what I will do is take some 220 grit sandpaper, wet sandpaper, and I will take the roughness off. Now what that does is this: when the wrist pin is in the piston here and is constantly moving round and round and round, if these ends are rough right here, it will rub against the wrist pin hold down pins, and they can actually wear a hole in them. And if you wear a hole in one of your wrist pin clips, it will be sucked down the cylinder, and you can ruin a $500 engine in about, oh, I don't know, 10 seconds. And I've done it before with a thing like this, but it's just one little thing that I didn't know about. I've got some new Viton. I didn't buy a new Viton O-ring for this because I don't know the size. What I've done is get the Viton material, these big circles of it, probably as big as this, and I'll cut out a Viton O-ring to fit this. Viton is good for 0 to 400 degrees heat, which you don't ever want these to go that high. A racing cylinder, this is what I can tell you. A racing cylinder, your air-cooled pistons should not go above 325 degrees at full throttle, and your water-cooled should stay about 180-85 degrees. Sometimes it creeps up as you're accelerating, but then it goes right back down because of the water jacket right here. And the best way to do that, and to save yourself a lot of problems, is to go buy a cylinder head temperature gauge. It doesn't have any batteries or anything like that, but it has a lead that goes all the way down underneath it. Here comes out here, and then it has a little spark plug deal that fits right on the spark plug. And what that does is it measures the heat between this end and the head unit, and that can tell you if you have any problems. Like if you have a seized engine, it'll get up to you never want to let it get up to 400 degrees. Never. If you get it up to that level, whatever you have will melt. Okay, so even if you're going over 300 degrees, you only want to go like 325, and your engine will stay at a constant temperature if you watch it. Now this video is for people that They want to know why things work. Maybe, you know, you're around the world somewhere, you don't have a father, you don't have an older brother, you don't have anyone to show you how to do this. This is what I've learned. I'm an old man, I don't know everything. At over 50 years old, what I've learned is I don't know shit. But I keep trying. The throttle is working perfect. The mirrors on there. I got a button here for nitrous if I want to use it. This throttle is very, very good for the big Sudco carburetor we have right here. But that'll probably be another video.